Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, today's freezing. Yesterday was so beautiful. I should have actually done a video yesterday when it was beautiful. I mean, it's pretty out, it's sunny, but it's like 16 degrees. It's so cold. So, all right, so I am off to Walmart. I got to pick up a couple things and get prepared for this storm that's coming. We're supposed to be getting a really bad storm. Oh. You can make it. You can make it. I don't know why people. This is a two-way street and they act like it's only one way. Oh boy. So anyway, it is 16 degrees. It is Thursday. Yesterday I had a crazy day. Yesterday I had to take Frankie because I got a message saying Frankie had 3 staples in his incision because he hemorrhaged while he was on the table. So they stitched him, but then they stapled it to make sure that it stayed closed. So they left me a voicemail, made my appointment. I took him, and then I got a call from the office, from the vet's office, saying, who told you he had staples? I said, well, you did. Like, you know, I was like, you told me. So as I'm on the phone with the lady, they come walking out with Frankie. And before they came walking out with Frankie, they're like, I said, well, I said, he also needs to get dewormed. I paid for him to be dewormed. And she said, well, we don't have any record of that. I said, well, you already took it off my credit card because I had to pay for it, and I showed her the receipt and everything. And she says, oh, well, we don't have that in the system. And I said to her, I said, okay. I said, but I have a receipt. And I showed her the pay thing, the email that I got to pay, and then I showed her the receipt saying that I paid the $20 for the dewormer. So it's a pill and then it's a liquid, so you get two different doses. So you have to give them the pill, and then 2 weeks later you have to give them the liquid stuff. So it's to make sure that the worms and any other parasites are gone. So all right, so then they're like, okay, yeah, you know, we'll give you the medication. And I'm like, okay. They never give them the medication. Now, you're at the office, why can't you give them the pill and I just give them the liquid? Like, you know, don't they understand how hard it is to give them pills? Like, they bite and scratch and stuff, and they're already there. Just give them the pill. They never give it to them. So anyway, so as I'm on the phone with the lady at the office, the lady comes out with Frankie, and she's like, well, you know, we didn't see any staples on him. And so I got the voicemail, and I had the voicemail, and it's a written voicemail, you can read it. So I sent, you know, I showed it to her, and I said, you know, nowhere in his notes did it say that he had staples, but they told me that he hemorrhaged and there was a problem while they were, you know, doing his while they were fixing him. There was a problem. So, you know, so I had already known that, you know, that there was an issue. So then the lady's like, at the office, I said, well, you know, I wouldn't be here if you guys didn't tell me that he needed these staples removed. I would not be here, you know, why would I come here, you know, like, you know. And so she hung up on me. And the girl from the office was standing right there when she hung up on me. And I'm like, she just hung up on me. I was like, you know, I wasn't being rude. I wasn't, you know, I'm just like wondering why. Like, their notes were so incomplete. It wasn't even funny. Like, they didn't even have on there that he hemorrhaged in the first place, that there was a complication while they were fixing him. There was no notes about it. So their notes are totally, like, I don't know. They're missing so much stuff. Like, how much does he weigh? Like, I don't even know how much he weighs. Like, they didn't put that there or anything. So, you know, it was a big da-da. And I also had a problem with the girls too, because I took the girls in. I took poor Leah and Hallie. I took them in together because I like to take 2 at a time. That way I can take 2 take care of two. You know, it's a lot easier than, you know, one and then next week another one. So I do it we save the money and then I do it all at one time. But the girls, I got this really cool program where it was only $10 to do each girl. So I didn't mind that. So, you know, next I'm going to try to get that program again because I have to wait 6 months and then I'm going to get that program again. And I want to have, what do I want to have done? I want to have probably Tessa and Princess B. I would probably want to have Tessa and Princess B done next. So, I don't know. So anyway, but you know, that was that. But I can't stand when people are rude to you for no apparent reason because they're having a bad day, or she was just mad because she had to call me up and ask me questions. And I'm like, well, it's not my fault that you're not keeping good notes. You know, it's the vet's fault for not keeping good notes. So then when I got home, I screenshot the voicemail that they left me. I screenshot it to her and I said, this is the message that was left on my answering machine that told me that he had to have his staples removed and, you know, he had to have a checkup. And I'm wondering, and then they're like, well, you brought 2 cats in at one time. And I'm like, yeah, I brought Teddy in. So now I'm wondering, did they mix up the cats? So I looked at Teddy yesterday. I didn't see any staples on him. You know, so, which doesn't really mean anything, you know, because I don't know what I'm really looking for. So, but, you know, wow, that guy's really over. So, it doesn't really mean too much, you know, like, because I didn't see anything. She said he probably just pulled them out himself. I'm like, I don't know, when would he have done that? Like, and where did they go? Did he swallow them? Like, do I have to worry? Like, I didn't see anything on in any beds or anything, or where he sleeps. I haven't seen any staples. So I don't know. It's just crazy. So that's been my life right now. Yep. And I guess now that Stefano gave his 2-week notice, I guess I can tell you guys that he got a job up here in Maine, and he will be starting March 15th at his new job. And he gave his 2-week notice, so his last day is on March the 5th with his company now. And then he will probably be up here like the 7th or the 8th. So, which will be nice. And then we'll get to spend a little bit of time together before he starts this new job. This is very icy and very slippery. So yeah, so that's good news. I'm nervous and then I'm excited at the same time. I'm nervous because like when he comes to visit, like the house has changed so much because I'm there 2 years by myself now. So like, and I'm used to things the way I'm used to them. Like I put dishes where I want, I put food where I want, you know, like, and he's a little bit, him and I are 2 different people. Like I'm extreme. I like everything nice and neat and where it goes. And when I put stuff away, he seems not to be able to find anything, which I don't understand that. Like you don't. And men have to have everything like right in front of their faces for some reason. It has to be like right there. It can't be anywhere else. It has to be right where they think it should be. Yeah. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm kind of nervous about that. So we'll see what happens. They have notices all over the place about heavy trucks coming through. I guess because with everything melting and stuff, you know, the ground can't take those heavy equipment. So I don't know. We have notice on our road too. No heavy trucks. Which is funny because I wonder what they do when people have to move their, because where I live they move the trailers in and out like all the time. So anyway, that is that. Like, that's our news. Stefano will be starting a new job up here. His dad is just fine. His dad had 1 chemo treatment and that was it in the whole 2 years. one treatment. And then they put him on some kind of a pill, which I don't know what it was. And then, you know, how he had heart failure and he was constantly going in hospital because of his heart and not because of cancer. And then, they said he has heart failure. He hasn't had one issue in over a year. Not one. So, it's just his diet. Like, it's just crazy. Stefano gets so aggravated, you know, because he takes insulin. And he thinks if his blood is okay, it's okay to eat cookies, donuts, and crap like that. So, because he checks his blood before he has a donut. Like, that doesn't even make any sense to me. But, you know, it is what it is. You can't change their habits if they don't want to change them. And they don't want to change them. They don't want to change the way that they eat. They don't want to change anything. He just thinks because he has medication. His medication, and, you know, that fixes everything instead of just eating properly. He just would rather eat the junk and take his medication, you know, because that's what fixes you. You can take your insulin and be fine. It's just crazy. He did, however, have to go to the hospital one day because his insulin was so low. He couldn't walk. He was mumbling and he was like talking like all kinds of crazy stuff. And so they didn't know what was wrong with him. And here was his insulin. So, you know, I told his mom, I was like, if he does that again, check his blood sugars first and then call the ambulance, you know, if it's not his insulin. You know. It's crazy how it's just crazy how, like, you know, people are they panic. Like she panicked, I guess. I don't know. And he's fallen once or twice since Stefano's been there, and Stefano had to get him up the steps and stuff. So I don't know. They're gonna be on their own, you know, once Stefano leaves. So, you know, it's a sad situation, but, you know, if they need someone to take care of them, they're gonna have to move up here because we can't find a house there. There's just like, and the prices for houses are outrageous there. They're just really incredibly high. The property taxes are incredibly high, and it's just, you know, and everywhere we want to look, it's not peaceful. There's people everywhere. So, you know, like Stefano knows what he wants, and that's what he'll get. He'll get what he wants. So he wants land, and he wants us to be on our own land. That's what he wants. So hopefully that'll be happening. So guys, that's about it. I don't really have that much to say. You know, I know I'm sorry. This video will be out today. It will definitely be out today. And my Dollar Trees just have not had anything good to show you. Nothing. Like, nothing new. A lot of them are dirty. A lot of them have bare shelves. Like, the one I thought was closing. I thought the one Dollar Tree was closing because there's absolutely nothing on the shelves. So I don't know what's going on with them, you know, with them getting shipments and stuff. But we'll see. So maybe if I get some good stuff, I'll put together a Dollar Tree haul for you. But right now I think it's just going to be vlogs and stuff because we're really watching what we spend, because Stefano, when he comes, I have to get used to a whole new pay. Now he will be getting paid every 2 weeks. So when he comes, it's going to be on a pay week, so he's not going to get a pay, you know. And of course, you know, they hold your first two weeks, so, you know, he won't be getting paid for a month. So that's kind of scary since we have a car payment, you know, and stuff. But we'll work it through. We always have. We've dealt with way less money before, so, you know. All right, guys, I will talk to you all in another video. Like I always say, somehow, some way, I'll have an amazing day. You make your day amazing, and together, friends, we'll have an amazing day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.